request our spotlight speaker, Mr. C. Senthil Rajan, Joint Secretary, Ministry of Information and Broadcasting, to please join us here. And yes, can we have once again big round applause for him? Let's hear from Sir. Over to you.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm sorry I'm in a rush, but first of all, I would like to congratulate the ABP for taking this initiative on organizing this conference of Infocom. As the theme says, it is technology future forward. And just as the previous speakers were talking, so a lot of things happening, a lot of disruption happening due to AI, but it is also a force multiplier. So I think we all have to work in how to leverage this. And I'm here to speak on behalf of Ministry of Information and Broadcasting. We will just give you some brief insights into what we are doing over the last 1 year. And we would like to also invite all of you to be partners in this initiative that the ministry is taking. So that's why we wanted to address this gathering. So broadly speaking, as you all know, the ministry recently organized the World Audiovisual Entertainment Summit in Mumbai. It was a participation from more than 100 countries abroad, and a lot of international companies were also part of the summit. And the World Audiovisual Entertainment Summit was the vision of the Honorable Prime Minister. And during that summit, the Honorable Prime Minister had given a very clear direction for India's creative economy of what he calls the orange economy as a central pillar of Viksit Bharat 2047. As you all are aware, orange economy is about the fusion of creativity, culture and technology, and it is projected to be worth over 2 trillion globally, and India with its talent, technology and tradition has a very good opportunity to invest in this space. Orange economy is just not about economics, it is about creating jobs, attracting investment, enhancing exports, and most importantly, taking India's culture and stories to the world. India today has the world's largest youth population. We have the cheapest mobile data in the world and one of the fastest growing digital consumer bases. This gives us a generational opportunity to transform India into the global capital of creativity. In this vision of the Prime Minister, the ministry has been taking a lot of initiatives, especially in the sectors of animation, VFX. We have also seen that this sector there's a lot of change in the content delivery, which was now language is no more a barrier. It is any content which is made in any language, thanks to the new technologies for dubbing, subtitling, AI-based language solutions. It is easy to reach a very big audience. In terms of the streaming and social media platforms, we have 500 million OTT users and the world's largest YouTube audience. So definitely we have a very big opportunity for all our young creators. And as just the previous panel was talking also, assisting in script development, automating subtitling, dubbing, enhancing post-production, and enabling immersive storytelling formats. So against this backdrop, the ministry has been taking some 2-3 important initiatives. One of the biggest initiatives which I would like to highlight here is the setting up of the Indian Institute of Creative Technologies. The ministry has already set up this institute in Mumbai. It's a Section 8 company with participation from both FICCI and CII. And the institute has started functioning in Mumbai. Last month, we already had an inauguration of the temporary campus. It offers some of the highest end skilling courses in the creative sector. So anybody who would like to upscale their skills in the creative sector, we can join these courses. And we have already launched some courses as part of this curriculum, this academic year this year, and admission process is already on. As part of this phase 1, the campus is in NFDC premises. It is equipped with a good animation, gaming, and VFX labs, a virtual production studio, sound and editing facilities. The vision of Indian Institute of Creative Technology is to be on the lines of the IITs, that it will be the country's highest technology-oriented institute for creative technologies. So all of the youngsters who are interested in pursuing a career in creative technologies will get the access to the world's best technologies and the faculty. It is also an industry-oriented institution We have signed up MOUs with more than 10 top companies, which include Google, NVIDIA, and Indian companies like other Indian companies which are in the media and entertainment space. And they're all partners with ISCT in ensuring that the content is also suitable for the industry needs. In addition to that, as part of the Waves Summit, we have launched an online e-marketplace for content. It is called Waves Bazaar. This Waves Bazaar is a totally online marketplace for both content sellers and content buyers. And it is a very good platform for any budding talent to actually sell your content to the world. So we are onboarding buyers from different parts of the world. We have also onboarded producers and sellers. So far, we have already 11,000 people on this Waves Bazaar platform. And as part of this initiative to showcase this Waves Bazaar platform, and a Waves Bazaar outreach program is also on. So and in continuity with the conversations that we had at Waves Summit, we are taking the Waves Bazaar platforms as to international events where they are going with B2B delegations. Apart from that, products are being showcased. We have already reached out to Melbourne Film Festival. We have taken some people to Toronto Film Festival. We've recently, our delegation was in Osaka with Indian Create in India winners. So all this is parallelly happening, but a lot of it depends on how much the Indian industry people are part of it. So we invite all of you to have a look at the Waves Bazaar platform. Get yourselves onboarded if you're a producer of content, if you're a producer of music, any type of content that you're producing, you can get yourself enrolled so that it gives you an outreach to international markets. And you can also pitch your products there. So it is designed not just an exhibition, but as a transactional and a collaborative space, and a very good e-meeting place for ensuring that you can connect with buyers, sellers, distributors, and other platforms which are actually in the media and entertainment space. So this is the second initiative that we have taken apart from ISCT. And the third one, which all of you are all aware, is the Create in India Championship, which we launched, Create in India series challenges, which we launched during Waves Bazaar. We had more than 32 innovative challenges, which had given opportunities for Indian creators to actually showcase their talent. And we were able to select a number of winners from that challenges. And now we are trying to give them a platform to showcase and connect with the market for further taking the talent or a product that they have developed under the challenge for future development. And in addition to this, for some of the, this is a continuous process. We understand that it is not just going to be a Waves Bazaar is organized and then immediately it matures, because generally entertainment projects take some time. So the ministry is ensuring that there is a proper structure through NFDC and Waves Secretariat to take forward whatever conversations that we had during Waves. And apart from this, we have also three important things that have happened in the recent past is that we have three institutes which were working under the Ministry of INB, rather autonomous institutes, which is the Film and Television Institute of India. We had the Indian Institute of Mass Communication and the Satyajit Ray Film and Television Institutes. Recently, IMC had become a deemed university around a year back, and FTI and SRFTI have also received deemed university status. So we have three now deemed universities under the Ministry of INB, each one making tailor-made courses for the industry. So it is an opportunity for the industry, people who would like to have a tailor-made course or you would like to collaborate with the institutes. It's a very good opportunity for them because they are now standalone institutes, and it would be an ideal platform for you to upscale your team members, or if you would like to test your projects, you can perhaps go there. Because as part of the Waves sequence, we've also launched a Waves Accelerator program, and we are setting up startup incubator hubs in all our institutes. The first incubator hub advertisement has already been issued, is going set up at Indian Institute of Creative Technologies, which is in Mumbai. So we have some limited capacity of seats there. So we have fixed a small nominal fee for any startup who would like to incubate this technology. He will get a working space. He also gets acknowledgement, he gets access to the latest technologies that are available with ISCT. Similarly, the same hubs are being set up in IMC, in SRFTI. And IMCA has around 5 campuses across the country. So SRFT has campuses in both. We have campus in Arunachal Pradesh also. We have campus in Kolkata and FTIS in Pune. So all these campuses are going to have incubation hubs for startups. So you can reach out to them, and those who are in those vicinities, startups who are in that vicinities can always reach out to the concerned people there. We are inviting applications, already have been invited for the startup hub in IICT. So if any company is interested, any startup company, you are most welcome to apply and see how you can fit into this program. Further to that, we also launched 2 startup challenges, which is now currently almost through the process. We have done a startup challenge called Bhasha Setu, which was for AI translations. And we have received a lot of applications and in the process of scrutinizing it to shortlist some companies which are in the AI translation space. And we also launched a startup called, another challenge was Kala Setu, which was for content generation AI, and some good number of companies have also applied for that, and the process is on. So just to, this is a small nutshell of what we are trying to do in the ministry, and our approach is that as more partners from the industry come forward to work with us, we will be able to take this sector forward. So it's a partnership approach that we are taking, and especially all the institutes that we have opened it up for the companies to reach out to them, and courses can be made to, if you need a short-term training course for your staff, you can reach out to them, they will make some arrangement for that. So, and in case somebody wants to utilize the space or technology available there, you can approach the concerned institute for that purpose. Because we are equipping these institutes with the state-of-the-art technology as latest technology possible. So in conclusion, I would like to make through 5 points. One, as we all see, technology future forward is your theme, and we see technology as a new frontier for India's entertainment journey, an enabler, a disruptor, but also a multiplier of creativity. It is our job to see how we can harness technology for ensuring that we can create better stories for the country and for the world. India's vision is very clear: to empower its creators, to protect its citizens, and emerge as the world's storyteller. With IICT, we are hoping to build talent, and with Waves, we are shaping a global dialogue. Waves Bazaar is opening international markets, and Create in India Challenge nurtures young innovators who are the foundation of India's creative economy, which is getting stronger than ever. The Honorable Prime Minister's vision of the Orange Economy is thus taking shape as a new frontier for India, creating jobs, attracting investments, strengthening software, and projecting India to the world. The future of India's entertainment is not limited to India. It is India's gift to the world. With our heritage as the foundation, technology as the driver, and creativity as the soul, India's entertainment sector is destined to lead the world into a new era of global storytelling. Thank you all.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I kindly request, sir, please join us on stage. Also, I request Mr. Shubhamoy Chakrabarti, CTO, ABP Group, to please felicitate, sir, with a token of respect. Once again, put your hands together, everyone. Let's give a big round of applause. Thank you so much. Thank you.